All right, so I invited Brianna to come and do the live video, but Brianna wasn't terribly interested, so I'm gonna do it with this baby. All right, let's talk about the stock market. Okay, are you interested in talking about the stock market? What's your favorite stock? Is it Tesla? Is Tesla your favorite stock? So let's look at Tesla's chart. Okay, who is this baby? Who is this baby? So we are bullish on Tesla. We are bullish on Snapchat. We are bullish on Virgin Galactic. And I really like the snowflake chart. You like those charts too? Okay. All right. So what do we think is going to happen with Tesla? This is after a long time that I'm doing this video. Tesla has been going sideways for 2 months right now. Let me find my market Smith chart. And it's basically forming sort of a triangle pennant kind of a shape. And I expect it to go a big time with Joe Biden winning and the Democrats, with a Democrat in the White House. No, stay there. So yeah, so Tesla has gone up big time this year. And like from the March lows, it has gone up like 7 times or something like that. Usually when the stocks are so strong during the year, they do not just stop going in the last quarter. So Tesla has not done a whole lot since August 31st. It has just gone sideways in September and all through October until early November. I expect a furious rally in Tesla shares starting maybe tomorrow. And who knows how long the rally is gonna go on. It may go on for 5 to 6 weeks, or it may go for months. But frankly, what's making me real nervous right now is the prospect of tax increases. If taxes are actually increased, assuming that the Georgia runoff, and I don't know a whole lot about politics, I don't keep up with it, but from what little I understand and what I've read, there are two seats in Georgia which will have a runoff on January 5th. And if Democrats win at least one of those seats, then the vice president or the president could pass whatever tax reforms that they want to pass. So anybody who's making in excess of $1 million in stock market profit, their long-term capital gains could very well be taxed at 39.4% as opposed to 20%. Now, supposing you are a Tesla investor and you've made like, I don't know, millions of dollars in long-term capital gains, what would you do? Would you wait to see what happens in 2021? And even there's a small risk of that past. If that happens, you're gonna end up paying a whole lot more, like twice as much as you would have paid in 2020. So the bottom line is I'm getting kind of nervous and thinking that there's a high probability that Tesla would rally between now and year end. But it could very well sell off in the last week of December 2020. Or it could just end 2020 very strong. But once reality about economy, COVID, and all the honeymoon phase with the new presidency wears off, then January 2021 could be pretty brutal for stocks. And I could be entirely wrong, but that's the working hypothesis that I have. For right now, I really like the charts of tons of stocks. I got a bunch of calls on Snapchat just before it went up 9% on Friday. I think I bought a bunch of calls on Thursday and I got super lucky with that. I had bought snowflake calls a few weeks back And initially, I made a lot of money, but I gave all of it back. I could not handle one of the shakeouts. I got shook out. But Snowflake chart has been looking really good. It has been consolidating and it's holding its long-term moving averages. Then I really like Virgin Galactic. The weekly chart looks good, so I've got long-term calls in Virgin Galactic. What else do we have? So those are the four things that I really like. I like Tesla, which is my biggest position, just common stock, calls in Virgin Galactic, calls in Snapchat. Honestly, I'm pretty tempted to buy some more calls on Snowflake, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I probably might tomorrow, or I might end up adding to my position in Virgin Galactic. I somehow cannot bring myself to buy more Tesla calls, even though I think there's a very high probability that Tesla is going to start shooting up starting tomorrow. And the reason is that Tesla calls, they seem to be so richly priced. In Snapchat, which actually went up 30-40% on Friday. I bought them on Thursday. They were $65 strike price, expiring in January of 2022. So 1 year and 2 months out. And those $65 strike calls, my gosh, they were trading so well. They were very, very liquid. They are very liquid. There's like, I know, thousands of interest in that, and every day they trade about 500 calls a day or something. So right now I'm super bullish on the stock market, but at the same time I've dialed down my risks significantly. I am not placing 100% of my portfolio in call options. Like earlier this year, I did very well when I was uh, playing like deep in the money Tesla calls, and my portfolio was 100% deep in the money Tesla calls. I made a huge mistake. I uh, pretty much stayed in Tesla in September and October when I should have traded out of Tesla and instead traded Zoom, which I initially did. I traded Zoom for a little while, but then I got shook out and I sold it off just before it took off. So impatience doesn't really pay. So that's why I am not about to sell my Tesla position, because Tesla is doing exactly what right now? Tesla is making sure that everybody is put to sleep. It is boring people to death. Even this baby has more patience than most Tesla traders, because what's going on is that Tesla is going sideways. It's not going anywhere fast. Everybody says there are better stocks to chase. Like look at Snapchat, look at XYZ, all the solar stocks and Riot Technology and God knows what else. Well, when you least expect it, that's when Tesla is going to go up. And there is a very high risk to the upside that Tesla could very well be included in S&P 500. There is a high probability, at least if you believe in historical precedents. If you were the S&P 500 trading committee, you are more likely to add Tesla in November or in early December. There is much less likelihood of Tesla being included like around Christmas time. That doesn't make sense. Why on earth would S&P 500 include Tesla like in the last week of December? Similarly, it is highly unlikely that S&P 500 is going to include Tesla in January, because the earnings of Tesla are going to come in the last week of January 2021, like the Wednesday, whatever that date is. I don't remember, 27th or whatever. So if you are not going to add Tesla to S&P 500 in December of 2020, there is, November or early December of 2020, then it is highly unlikely that you would add it just before to the earnings. So then the S&P 500 inclusion would be pushed to February or March or whenever. But that is less likely, because right now, you see, I'm kind of a contrarian guy. And I've made most of my money by betting against really smart people. I'm not always right. A lot of time I'm wrong. But I was just looking at that IBD live, and there's this super bearish guy on this IBD live, Ed Carson or something, and he's kind of an anti-Tesla kind of a guy, which is fine. I mean, you got to hear the other side perspective. But the other day he was saying on this Friday's IBD live, he said that there is no catalyst for Tesla between now and early January when the Tesla deliveries are going to be coming out. Okay, well, look here. Tesla did not go up for the last 2 months when there was a string of positive catalysts, and I, along with everybody else, was expecting. I mean, that's why I acted like a fool and I didn't sell a Tesla on August 31st when I should have. I mean, Brianna was telling me to sell Tesla on August 31, and I should have listened to her when Tesla is split up. But I acted like an idiot, and I kept on waiting that the earnings are gonna come and XYZ S&P 500 inclusion and all that, and none of the catalysts panned out. So now this guy Ed Carson says that there is very little catalyst between now and year end. So he's saying Tesla, he was implying that Tesla is less likely to go up. Well, I could not disagree more. It's probably going to be quite the opposite. All you need is a single catalyst, and actually you don't even need a catalyst. The biggest catalyst you got is Joe Biden winning the presidency. So he's extremely EV friendly. That itself should be a catalyst tomorrow. And I would be really, really shocked if Tesla doesn't go up, shoot up, gap up, and start going up tomorrow. I mean, I could be wrong, but I expect that to happen. So that's one list. And the second big catalyst is going to be S&P 500 inclusion. I mean, that's a high risk. And regardless, lack of catalyst is not going to impede Tesla from going up. So anyway, I think that's plenty for today. And Brianna and I, we have kind of lost interest in doing videos. We've been super busy with our lives, but I just got this sudden impulse to do a video. So, all right, you guys have a great evening. Well, let's see what happens. I'm super excited about tomorrow. I've been looking at the stock futures, and stock futures look great. They're green, and my gosh, that's what I want. I want to make some money between now and year end, and let's hope that Tesla rallies. And there's this fellow on my Twitter, JE Market Research, and he seems pretty spot on, and he's got some really good reasons as to why the stocks could rally like 1999, and I agree with that. And there's another guy on Twitter that I follow, Gary Black or something, or Gary something. He was like a Janus guy. And so some of these guys, I agree with them. I think we're going to have a huge rally in Tesla. Anyway, that's enough. You guys have a great evening.